Hello YouTube. This is gonna be my first video on the channel. To give y'all a little bit of background as to who I am, what I'm doing, like all things of that nature. I am an 18-year-old college student. I go to a community college, and I'm studying cybersecurity. Right now I'm working on my Associates of Information Systems of Cybersecurity, and then I do plan on getting my bachelor's, hopefully. And yeah, so some of my interests are personal finance, investing, business. I do like business. I just like learning about new stuff, whether it be through YouTube or through people I know, connections, everything about it. I like learning about, say, e-commerce or, vending machines, clothing brands, whatever the case may be. I just, knowledge is power, So, yeah, to give you some more background about me, I just graduated high school, May of 2025. Started college in the summer semester. Also, while in high school, I took dual credit and AP courses. So, through a combination of both of those, I was able to nearly get my Associates of Science, which is pretty much like knocking out all the general education courses in college. So I'm planning on fast tracking my degree. I should be getting my Associates this upcoming year, either summer, like the end of summer, or the end of the fall semester, so either August or December. And then I do plan on getting my bachelor's by next year, since I did knock all those general education courses out of the way. And hopefully after that I can either settle down, get a good job, or with the seeds I'm planting before I graduate, I may be able to become an entrepreneur, which is the ultimate goal in life. So with the start of 2026, as it's January 11th of 2026, I'm gonna let you guys in on some of my New Year's resolutions / goals for this year. First off, we're gonna start with external goals. Not so much external, but not personal goals. So first, I've been delving into some day trading. I've been studying the markets. I've been learning some strategies, risk management, the psychology of it. So one of my first goals of the year is to be a profitable day trader by this time next year. Hopefully earlier than that, obviously, but at least by January of 2027. Another one of my goals is to start a business, whether that be vending machines, online business, anything. I want to have that started and going by 2027. Third, want to be consistent on YouTube, so that hopefully I can eventually get monetized and make some side income with this. This channel is mostly gonna be just me yapping like while driving, because I do drive a lot. Whether that be visiting family or just going places, I'm in the car a lot of the time. So I thought it'd be a perfect place to yap to y'all. Give y'all something to look at while y'all listening to me. And lastly, I want to have a 10K emergency fund by the end of this year. So no, I don't work. I just quit my job at Walmart. I worked at Walmart for about a year and 9 months. And I just quit this December. So no steady income coming in, but there's still a goal I want to hit. I do invest, so while investing, I would like to have that 10K emergency fund to where hopefully by around this time next year or a little bit further, I can be moved out of my parents' house and be more independent, all in all. And then, sorry, my throat's a little dry. I got the heater on in here. But now getting into some of my personal goals. First off, I want to be in the gym at least 3 times a week. I'm not the most physically active, especially since I got out of sports in high school and all of that. So I really do need to work on my health, as that's pretty much the most important thing in life. If you don't have health, you're dead, All of this stuff comes after. All the money, all the friends, all the family comes after your health. Obviously, I do want to spend time with family, friends, but I also, at the same time, want to take care of myself and my body so that I can spend even more time with them. Secondly, actually, before we do that, some of these goals may sound a little bit small to you guys, and that's okay, because they make sense to me, first off, and second off, a lot of people set these major goals of like being in the gym every single day of the year, 365 days. And it's like by week 2, you're gonna be burnt out. Like some of these people have not been in the gym for months, maybe years. That's not how you get in the gym. That's not how you progressively overload yourself. Like, no, nothing's gonna happen overnight. You gotta build up to that. So the 3 days a week is gonna be my foundation. Okay, now let's get into the second thing. The second thing is I want to be asleep by 12 a.m. every day, like before 12 a.m. of the next day. That's just because I know, though I'm a night owl, like I know it's not beneficial to me. Like, if I'm doing homework, so be it. But most of the time, it's not that. I'm either scrolling on TikTok, playing the game with my friends, and that's not really doing nothing for me. I would rather get up earlier, have a more productive day, than ending the day late. Third, I don't want to eat fast food more than 1 time a week. So 1 time a week is my cutoff for that, as well as soda. Soda and fast food are bad for your health, first. And second, they cost a lot of money. Like at the end of the day, all them $5 meals at all them $5 combos at McDonald's add up, dude. And now that I'm not making no money from a job, a 9 to 5, I don't have the money to spend on that type of food. So I'm gonna start cooking that goes along with it, and just trying to be more healthy. So if you're counting soda and fast food as 2 different things, that's 3 and 4. And then 5th, I want to make my bed every day. And I know that's gonna sound small, but I feel like I've heard a lot about starting your day with a win, and making that bed is the quickest win you could get, you know. Probably like less than a 5-minute task. Boom, already got a win for the day. Sets you up for success. And yeah, those are my goals for 2026. I'm focused on staying disciplined, taking care of my health. And I'm sure y'all have heard this multiple times in other YouTube videos or other TikToks, but I'm focused on making myself disciplined because I don't want to have them spikes of motivation and then the fall of motivation. You know, I don't want to be in the gym every day for a week and then not go the next week. You know, some people get in the gym every day, 7 days a week for the first 2 weeks of January because it's their New Year's resolution. After that motivation falls off after the second week, they're nowhere to be found in the gym. You know, that's just one reference. So that is why I'm focused on being disciplined. And if y'all want to build that discipline for yourselves, you need to, first of all, set a big goal, and then break it down into actionable steps so that you can measure your progress every single day. So if you're not doing something every day to make it to where you want to go, you don't really want it, in all reality. Another one of my external goals is to look at the charts every day to become that profitable day trader that I want to be. Like, being a profitable day trader is somewhat of a big goal. The actionable step to get to that is looking at the charts every day, back testing every day, you know, learning more about how the markets move every day. And that's what I'll be doing, you know. So thank you guys for listening. Please like and subscribe if you do see this, and leave a comment on what you want me to post next. I have some video ideas, but if y'all want something else, let me know, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.